Alright guys, Room back here today. We're doing a setup tour, a long awaited setup tour. It's hand room here actually. Not really me, but today we're doing a setup tour. I've been mentioning that I'm going to do this for a while now, and I figured, why not? You know, I ain't got nothing else better to do. It's 2:30 in the morning, we might as well do a setup tour. So, with that being said, let's get into the setup. Over here actually, with my shelf and some of my collectibles. So I'm not going to go through everything that I have on the shelves, but I will kind of give you guys a little look-see at what I got. So I've been working on a collection of VHSs now. I want to get all my VHSs, collection of mangas, and I have just some random little, figures and stuff, Charizard, Joker, whatever. This is my little just anime slash figurine. I don't know what you'd call them, but just little random knickknacks and stuff that I have. Some of my little DC. I love these Todd McFarlane toys. They're super cool. Like the DC metal ones are really neat, and just different ones. It's like him, he's out of the box, and he's super cool. I love them. These I got from my brother, so they're like little shot glasses. Little Venom that my fiance got me. Really cool. I love him. And then down here we got some of my comics. So if you want me to go, I could do an in-depth video of the comics. I can do an in-depth video of those, but here's just kind of a brief view of the hardbacks that I have. This is actually, it was a statue of Joker, not Joker, Batman Who Laughs actually, and it broke. My cats broke it, so I was super mad about that. Here I have all my Pokemon cards in my cases. I have a bunch of like common ones down here in boxes and stuff that I don't really care too much about, but these are all my cool ones. I got a Venom statue that I got from my buddy. Here's one of my graded cards that I have. It's my Eevee promo card. It's so adorable. I love it. If you guys know anything about these cards, I don't know much about them, but I got it give to me, so let me know down in the comments if you guys know what it is, where it's from. I didn't know Marvel made cards, and then I also have a Garbage Pail Kids card behind it. But I didn't know Marvel made cards, so if you know anything about that, let me know. And then down on the bottom shelf I have like my wife's books, my fiance's books, not wife yet. Will be wife though. A bunch of her books. These don't have Pokemon cards in them, they're just there because they have a bunch of random stuff in them. I have a Vegeta. This is actually a lamp. It all lights up all around the edges, and it's really cool, really bright. But it has no off and on switch, and the only way you can turn it off and on is unplug it. So I just left it unplugged. So there's kind of an overview of this whole big shelf, and then we have like these little plushes here, and then my Gengar, Totodile, Cyndaquil, and then a Pokeball. Now, this is an Easter basket that came out this Easter, but I was like, my Pokemon need a Pokeball, so my favorite water right there, the best water starter in the entire game, Totodile. And then of course my Gengar boy has little furry, pumpkins. I just thought it was funny looking how he kind of got him a little furry pouch right there, little sack. But now we're gonna jump over to my next shelf. Alright, so over next to the setup we have this shelf and my Captain America canvas art. It's really cool. It looks like a Daily Bugle newspaper that he's kind of jumping out of. I thought it was really cool. I have an Iron Man one like it too. I'm planning on putting in here, but I haven't figured out where. And then this shelf just has a bunch of random crap on it, so I'm gonna get a new shelf and put it right here. But for now, this is what I got. So I got Kratos, my God of War little figure. That's really cool. I love him. He's super detailed for what he is, like where he came from. I got him from GameStop for like, I want to say like $40, but it was a good deal. I liked it. Got my Itachi wallet, little figures, little Superman and Shazam, some little 3D printed eggs there. They're nothing to write home about. Got some of my games here. A lot of people borrow them. Some of my games are in the other rooms. It's just different stuff. So I got original Xbox, Xbox 360, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch. This is not a Game Boy, by the way. It's one of those emulators. Got a candle because your room smells like ash. You gotta make it smell better. Got some Funkos down here. Now they're nothing super expensive and nothing like that. They're just some that this one my buddy got for me, and then my fiance got me this one. So they just mean something to me. So, and then little little Charizard on the Pokeball. I thought it was cool. These little things, I don't know where you get these things at, but they're cool. They're like, the face is like hard. And then the hands and the feet are hard, but the rest of them's like plushy. And they're super weird and cool, and I want more of them. I have Batman, or not Batman, Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Venom. And then I got this little Captain America shield. Look at how tiny it is. And then down below is a bunch of my books that my kids read. So we're gonna get off this shelf since there really wasn't much. And then I have another shelf over there, and then we'll get up to the setup. Okay, so let's transition to the next shelf. All right, so now we're over here at my Funko shelves. So I have a lot of Funko Pops, as you can tell. They go from there all the way down to the bottom on 2 big shelves. I like Funko Pops. So up here, this box is empty, and you'll see why in a minute. On my setup, he is actually above my setup. And then we got Luke and Darth Vader up there on their fight. I like that one. That's really cool. We got Arishem from the Eternals, which was a gift to me. I wasn't a big fan of the Eternals, but he was gifted to me by my mother-in-law, so I have to keep him. I got this at GameStop, super cheap actually. For some reason, the GameStop employee sold it to me for like $10. So I was like, you know, that seems really cheap for a 10-inch Vegeta pop. So I was like, I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna take it. And then up here on this side, we have Aang from Avatar. We have Mr. Vulture from Spider-Man, Far From Home, I believe. We got Aladdin. We have the Corpse Bride. I forget her name. I think it's like Emily or something. Emma. I don't know. I forget her name. But we got the genie from Aladdin, of course. We got Kurama from Naruto, one of my favorite animes. And below that, we have these two are my anime shelves right here with my anime Funkos. So you got a mixture of DBZ, we got Jujutsu Kaisen, and then these two are these ones and the little ones. They're not really anything, I just didn't know where to put them, so I just threw them here. And then we move over here and we have Demon Slayer, One Piece, Naruto, Chainsaw Man. He's kind of the random one. My son loves Chainsaw Man, and I like Chainsaw Man, but he wanted to get me one, so we got the Funko for it. And then we got my Pokemon Funkos. Now some of these aren't Funkos. That one, the little ice cream looking dude, I forget his name, and this Pikachu are not Funkos. They are from a Valentine's thing that was going on that my fiance bought for me, so I just kept it. Down here we have my DC Funko Pops. So not all these are DC either, but most of them are. So like Invincible is not DC, obviously. This one is not DC, it's Marvel. This is the Phoenix, Dark Phoenix. And there's some behind there, so those are 2 stacks right there. And then we got over here just random. This is some more like so these 2 are anime, but I didn't have enough room on that shelf without 2 stacking them. So this is only My Hero Academia figures that I have. So my favorite character in all of the whole My Hero is Shoto Todoroki. My favorite character, but Ichiro is second favorite. Like that's just how it goes. And I like Dobby and I like a bunch of other ones, but Shoto number 1. He's the GOAT in the show. I love him. These are some Batman ones I picked up like I don't know, a few weeks ago from like Goodwill. They were like $2 each, and I've never seen them. They're like this was a Scarecrow, and it's like a Scarecrow mixed with Batman. It's really cool. I was like, hey, $2, might as well. I got another one. I got 2 or 3 of them. Oh, that's my fiance's My Hero, by the way. That's not mine, but those 2 are mine. We got Charizard, Venom. We have Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers. I grew up watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That was my jam back in the day. So when I seen Rita at GameStop, I was like, I've got to grab it. Mr. Venom there has a broken arm. We don't talk about that because I don't know how he broke his arm, but that is what it is. We got some. That, by the way, is the original Anger from what is it? Inside Out, I think is what it's called. I can't remember. And we have down here the Avatar Funko Pops, not the Blue Man Group Avatar. This is Avatar Last Airbender. We got, these are my fiance's. She loves Avatar Last Airbender. All these are hers. Her favorite is Mr. Appa. She loves Appa, so I made sure to get Appa for her. She likes Aang and Momo, of course, but Appa is her number one. And I gotta get a few more of the different variants of them, like Zuko's. When he's got the full head of hair. We have to get Katara. There's one of Toph that I need to get that's really cool. That's a 6-inch. I think Sokka has a few different ones. I don't remember. I'd have to get on there and look up, but there's a few different ones that we need to get for sure. This is the, what is this one? This is the Friends one. Yeah, Chandler Bing from Friends. I gotta get her those because she's a big fan of Friends. We got some Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride. This one down here just has a bunch of random crap here. So my microphone that I use is a Blue Yeti, not the Blue Yeti. It's the blue Baby Bottle Spark thing, and this is the box that they send it in, which I've never seen like a microphone come in such a like high quality box before. But it's like a full on like wood box, and it's like fully like foamed in and like super nice box. So if you ever get one, you know, you get a cool box out of it. This little mouse is one I got from Amazon. It was wireless, but it does something cool that I've never seen. Like, it's a skeletalized mouse, but this thing pops off and you can change the back, and you can also change like the mouse things and everything. And I'm gonna break it. But yeah, these come off too, and you can change all of this, and the buttons change out and everything. It's really cool, like sounding on paper, but then when I got it, it was absolute garbage. Like, it would not stay connected to my computer for anything. It would disconnect randomly when it did stay, like it 4 or 5 times in a row in a game. The Wi-Fi connection, if you moved it any kind of fast, like, it wouldn't track on your computer, like on the screen. It was just, it's a crappy little mouse. I do not recommend getting this mouse. If you get one, go with the Glorious model or something like that, one of those. Way better. Or Razer makes some really good wireless ones that are kind of lightweight, but this one I wanted it because it was lightweight. It's like that skeletalized type of stuff, and it was hot ass. So we're just gonna get rid of that. An Xbox Elite controller. It never gets used. There's a remote for that little dude. This is that little space dude. Those things were all hype here a while back. You know, they predict the galaxy on your screen, whatever, on their ceiling. Over here, so we have the box for Anger. We got Mickey Mouse. We got some little, these aren't really my favorite, you know, they're just some I picked up. Here's my Marvel collection. So there's a bunch that I have to get and I want to get, like some Moon Knight and some other ones that I want to really get. Some more Deadpool. I want to finish out the whole Deadpool line. The What If Zombies, I want to get more of those. Like, there's a lot of different ones that I want to get. But I think, with that being said, I think we have completed the entire shelf. I'm in the floor, so we're going to get up out of the floor. And I'm going to show you guys the setup. So, with that being said, let's get over to the setup. All right, so here we are at the setup. So this is what I see when I'm sitting at my desk. So, I'm going to give you a brief overview. This is where some of my Funkos are. So this is the 10-inch Vegeta, 10-inch Deku, and this is some Dragon Ball Z ones that I have, and then there's some My Hero Academia ones up there. They're not really too much to write home about, but this is, I got the wood slat panels. So these are the actual wood slat panels, with the foam, and I have more on the way, which will be here in a week, but I didn't want to wait to put this video out for another week. So I was like, we might as well just do the video, and then when it comes out, I do another video when it's updated. So this whole wall right here is going to be wood slat paneled all the way across, except for where my bathroom door's at. Right here, all the way over there, and then may even do up there. I haven't decided yet. Oh yeah, I forget about my little Star Wars picture thing that I have up there. Really cool. I don't know. I have to talk to my fiance about how far we want to do this wood slat panels, because they are expensive. They're not cheap by no means, but they do look nice. I love the way they look. They give a natural vibe to your wall behind your setup, and it just looks clean and nice and helps with reverberation and echo in your room. So, you know, it is what it is. If you guys want to pick some up, I'll leave the link to them down below. I get them off Amazon, and they do go on sale sometimes for like $100 for 4 of them. So if they do go on a sale, get them if you want them. You know, it's personal preference. But we're gonna get into the setup. So starting off with the monitors, the big boy monitors that you see right here. So these are both 32-inch curved 1080p monitors. Now you probably wonder why I haven't upgraded to 4K. I have eye issues, and when it comes to 4K, all the stuff on the screen is smaller because there's more pixels and you can get more detail and stuff like that. But with my eye issues, I cannot see some of the stuff very well, so I've stuck with 1080p. These work for me great. I love them. They're 1080p, 165 hertz. This one is less than 1 millisecond response time, and that one is like 1 millisecond. They get the job done perfectly. So I don't feel the need in upgrading. Maybe later on I'll get some better 1080p monitors, maybe some like 250, even up, you know, hertz, whatever. But for now, these are great. My webcam is the Elgato Facecam. I think it's the MK2. I could be wrong. I don't know the exact thing. It does great. It shoots in full, I think 4K at 60 frames or 30. I think it's 4K 30 is what it shoots at. I could be wrong, but it's a good little webcam. I like it. If you're in the market for a webcam, Elgato makes really good ones. Razer makes a really good one too. Logitech makes great ones, obviously. Like, they're all good webcams. They all basically do the exact same thing. It's a cheaper version of a DSLR camera, so you know, get it. I have a little Pokeball, a little neon Pokeball sign. It's not real neon, but you know, my fiance got it for me, and it's really cool. I just wanted to point that out there. So, and then down here on the desk, we have my mouse and keyboard. So this is a Wolmir 75% keyboard. It is a great keyboard. It's fully acrylic. This whole thing is clear. It's got like a padding in there, so you can't really see it, but it is heavy. This is the Mojo 100% silent gaming mouse, I think is what it's called. It's the only mouse I believe on the market that is actually, I would probably say 90% silent, and I love it. Like these two combos right here are the reason why I do not have to do too much editing to my gaming videos. Like for the clicky mouses or the like mechanical keyboard clicks or anything like that, I have customized this keyboard to where it is almost silent, and same as my mouse, that it came like that silent, so I didn't have to do too much. I'll give you guys a sound test though, just so you can hear what I hear. Like that's the noise that I hear. And then my mouse, this bad boy, super quiet, and I love it for that. Like, it is so quiet. I have my Stream Deck right there. It's only a 6-button Stream Deck because I don't stream. I want to stream, but I want to get an audience up before I do stream, so I'm not just streaming to myself. You know, it's kind of boring just to sit there in front of a monitor playing a video game and talking to myself. I mean, I do it on the YouTube, but it's a lot easier for me to do that than it is to do it live. It's confusing, but I know. Yeah, it is what it is. I have the little Logitech, the just crappy little, they're $60 I believe. It comes with a subwoofer for $50. I don't remember, it's 50 or $60. It gets the job done. I want to listen to music, you know. I have a little fake plant there. That's because I'm a gamer and I don't touch grass, so, you know, looking at grass, yeah, it's basically the same thing. The desk is the FlexiSpot E7 sit stand desk. This desk is a great desk if I used it for its intended purposes. I don't think I've ever actually stood at this desk since I bought it. And I think that's all gamers with these sit stand desks. You buy it thinking you're going to stand at it all the time because your posture, because you know, your health, whatever, and you never stand at it. And I am guilty of that myself. So here's the desk. That is just a sit desk, pretty much. We never stand at it. My microphone, like I said, this is just it's a fuzzy little windscreen that I put on there. It's better than the ones that come off and like set into the pop filters. I like this one much better. I can sit there and rub it. It's like a furry carpet. Like a soft, really furry carpet. But this is the Baby Blue Bottle, the Baby Blue Bottle Spark SL, I believe is what microphone this is. I don't know. It's a good microphone. It's a cardioid microphone, so it picks up sound in a 360 range, not just straight on like a dynamic one. I was using the Rode Pod mic, but for some reason it kept switching my audio when I would upload it from stereo to mono on YouTube for some reason, and I couldn't figure that out. So I just switched back to this one until I could figure that out, and then later on I probably will go back to using my old one. But for now, this just gets the job done, and it's a good microphone. And then that hooks into my Focus Scarlett Focusrite. I don't know how you say it, but the Solo 3. And then for headset, I use the Razer Barracuda. I have two sets of them. I have the black and the white. So my black set goes for my PS5, and then my white set goes for my PC, so they kind of match. My PS5 is hid back here, by the way. So I got my PS5 and my Switch back there, which the Switch literally collects more dust than anything, so it literally never gets played. My PS5 gets played just about every day. Let's see what else. My chair. I'm not going to tell you guys what this chair is because it is a hunk of crap. It is so uncomfortable, and within like 2 weeks of me having it, the bolts already stick through the bottom of the chair into my butt, and it hurts. So you can see them kind of poking through right there. Yeah, there's one, and then there's one right there, and they like will jab into you. So I have to use a pillow sitting there until I can get the money to get a new chair. I just have to deal with it. So, and down there's my subwoofer. My cable management is garbage, so I'm not going to show you guys under the desk, but I will show you like that. You can see, yeah, we don't talk about the cable management. It's good enough. This is a little drawer. I cannot speak highly enough of these little drawers. Get out of your chair, you garbage. So you can put all kinds of stuff in there. Don't pay attention to what's in there for me, but you know. So these little drawers I got for like $8 for two of them, and it is a pencil drawer, but you can put more than a pencil in there. You can put all kinds of stuff in there. I highly recommend get one or two. I used to have two until I mounted my audio interface over there, and then yeah, I got rid of that one. But I do keep that one just because I love it, and it comes in handy a lot because I have a lot of pocket knives, a lot of cigarette lighters, just different stuff. I don't smoke, by the way. No smoking. You know, quit smoking. But I like having cigarette lighters because I have a lot of candles around my room and stuff. But with that being said, now we're going to get into the PC. So this PC is a pre-built. I don't mind pre-built PCs. They don't bother me one bit for somebody to have a pre-built. I have a little alarm clock there. There's a little clock. I don't mind pre-built because sometimes, you know, you get a really good warranty or anything like that. If there's something breaks on it, you know, they'll cover it. It's a whole big ordeal. Pre-built, build it yourself, whatever. I don't care. PC is the better way to play games. That's all I care about. So as long as you got a PC, you're okay in my books. I don't care, pre-built or you built it yourself. But I'm rocking an i7 something, 4060 with 32 gigs of RAM. I don't know. I put it all up on screen right here, what I'm rocking in it. It's a beast of a PC. I like it. I got my little trunks in there. It does have RGB lights, but for some reason they just stop working unless I go to change out. So this right here is a whole filter. If you pop it off, you can clean it and put it back on. All the lights just come on like that for some reason, but not like every single light. Just these along here, that fan, and then the fan up there, and then my CPU cooler lights all come on, but nothing back this way comes on, and nothing down here comes on. I don't know why. It's weird. But maybe later on I'll fix it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, guys, this is my battle station. I hope you like it. And if you did, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel because I'm planning on doing this like 3, 4, 5 times a year. So that way, every time I upgrade it, every time I do something, you guys will be in the loop. And I'm gonna redo it as soon as those new panels come, and I get some more my Iron Man and Captain America, I'm gonna put them over here and have, it's gonna look a whole lot different when I get my new panels coming in. But that'll be in another week and a half maybe, I don't know. Amazon's been a little iffy. With that being said, now guys, this is setup. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more. I play video games and everything if you want to see that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.